Hi, welcome to our Invicta online live show. I have to tell you, I was here earlier today at 1 p.m. Central, and I put up the bat signal because I have to tell you, I don't know a lot about Invicta. I'm one of the relatively new hosts, and when everyone laughs behind the scenes, it's because I was a host here for 10 years, a long time ago. Then you may have seen me guesting, and now I'm back hosting. But here's the thing. Put up the bat signal and said, all the collectors, please come out. I cannot thank you enough for all the collectors who came out during that 1 p.m. show, and I learned a lot. In fact, as I was coming up to our studio here, Justin is in the green room, Justin Zimmer, one of the Invicta guys, and I said to him, oh my gosh, the collectors are fantastic. So fingers crossed, and I can see there's a number of you guys out there, and I can't thank you enough because this is where you kind of take over the show because it's your knowledge, your expertise, especially when I'm the novice. I turn it over to you guys. I'm going to ask you a lot of questions. There's going to be a lot of interactions, and then we've got some great timepieces here to be able to share with you. So first call out, Bob. Thanks for being there. Victor, you're like one of my new favorite guys along with Will because I remember you from the other show. And Sean, yay. And is the other one, I needed my glasses for the show. Il42NV, hey. Don't know exactly your handle, and I hope I'm saying it correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. But let's get this started, because here's the very first item. So I'm going to ask you questions along the way. I learned a lot. First of all, had no idea, did you guys know, 63 millimeter is the biggest of the type? You knew that.
I've done these for a while.
Okay, don't give me that. I thought I was learning something new.
You are.
Okay, good. All right, let's start out with this one, 52 millimeter, which did you know that was kind of the average size that was sought after by a lot of the collectors? That's kind of their sweet spot.
I did not know.
You did not know that. Let me share that with you. I learned that by taking a poll. So I'm going to start off this online live show by a repeat question. With one number, you only get to choose one number. You can't give me a range. What's the sweet spot? Is it 48 millimeters? Is it 50 millimeters? Is it 52 millimeters? One number. What's the sweet spot for the size of that dial? So 663698 is our very first piece in this program, which is the Russian Diver limited edition lefty quartz silicone. Okay, so I fessed up from the very beginning and said, my Invicta knowledge is not as strong as I'd like it to be, and I'm turning to the collectors. What in the world is is it truly for, it's got to be because left-handers, got that. I mean, that was a little obvious, Jamie. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. You're supposed to be my support system.
I'm left-handed, and I wear my watch on my right hand.
Oh, you're left-handed, but you wear your watch on your right-handed. These are for the folks who want to wear it on their left hand. No? So you're going to model this?
I'm directing.
Okay, you guys see, this is why I'm calling. Daryl, thank you. Bob 50. See, now, this is different than the 1 o'clock show. A lot of the guys from the 1 o'clock show, and gals, there may have been gals there, and just by your handle, I didn't quite know if it was guy or gal. 52 was the average size. Now in this program, it's 50. So way to go, guys, for weighing in on this one. All right, first of all, let's talk about this. This is the Russian Diver. This is going to be available in either the black or the white, and it's different than the 1 o'clock show because this now had the silicone strap or band on it, as you can see in the back there. So we did not have one of those at 1 o'clock. Jamie, do I blame you for that?
No.
Ashley?
Ashley.
Ashley. We're blaming you? Because I think it's good to have the variety, right? So here's my next question for the collectors. Are you ready, guys? I need you to weigh in on this. You're the experts. 50 it is. 50 it is. 50 millimeters has got the vote. All right. So when you're collecting, for the watch collectors out there, is it important that you have a variety of bands? I mean, is that a driving force when you're collecting? Do you look at it and go, oh, I don't have a silicone band like that? So then that drives you to collect that watch? Is it, a stainless steel deployant clasp, but it's got some bells and whistles to it? Is that what draws you to buy that watch? How do you collect? Because this one, I mean, this in general, when you look at it, obviously they're declaring it a men's watch. Do we have women that wear 52 millimeter bands? Could they do it? I guess they could, sure. Fits up to a 9.5-inch wrist size. You got the Invicta logo. And then also, it's going to have that, it's going to be 52 millimeters, but the thickness is 18 millimeters. Let me turn it this way so you can see that thickness. I mean, that's pretty incredible. Don't you guys think that? I mean, there's some size, there's some heft to this. When I'm calling out the guys out there, Adam has now joined the group. So for all the Invicta collectors out there, we've got a lot of guys out there. Victor and Sean and Daryl has joined the group. So, hey, great for being here. I think it's really important as we're wrapping this up. This is at one, this is kind of a surprise for me. $129.99. That's a big watch. That's got some size to it. And I also like the white. I do. I think the white is sharp for summer. It's got that camo design, which is interesting and different to it. They're already moving me along. This is going to be a fast-paced show. Now, that could be because they don't know what I got a lot about Invicta watches, and someone is feeling sorry for me. But, hey, I've got the collectors out there behind me. So, look at it, Daryl. So, this is something... Gosh, you guys are so good. Hey, I've got another question for you. So for the collectors out there, and this is kind of a learning, point for all of us. When you look at these timepieces, and I asked this a little earlier for our 1 o'clock show, it seemed like a lot of you said the number one thing that you go for is design. When you see that watch come up on the screen, it's got to be that design element. And one of the guys, and I want to say it was Victor, I could be wrong on this, or Richard's now joining the program. Many of you said it's got to have a wow factor, that when you put that on the wrist, it's got to be something that right away is going to get noticed. It's going to have that, it's going to be driven by compliments. It's going to stand out and get noticed. This is the question. For those of you watching this afternoon during this program, is that the case? Do you look at it and say the design element has to be superior? And then the other question I have to add in, oh, not all on a bracelet though. Mix them up. I love the comments on this. All right, so the question is design element the first thing you go for? Is that the first thing that you look at it and say it's got to be all about the design? It's not like you collect a specific type of Invicta, right? It's not like you only have bolts or you only have the Grand Divers or one of you have variety. The other question that I have to ask is, when you're collecting, and by the way, this is 659-609, $189.99, 6 value pays. Hey, if you're joining us and you've never been to one of our online live shows, you can either call the number at the bottom of the screen, you can go to evine.com, or if you have the app, you can order any one of these, and I think they're moving us along at this point. So if you'd like to pick up on the 50mm Excursion, Swiss Quartz, Mother of Pearl, this would be the one to be able to go for. 50mm, 17mm in thickness too. So guys, if you're ready, is this, Jamie, are we going to sit here for about another 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the question I have for everyone. Yeah. Here, thanks, Richard. If I like it, I'm going to buy it. That's it. Daryl, it has to really pop. Okay, so what do you mean by pop? Is it the color that pops? Is the dial, is the bracelet? What do you mean by pop? And when do any of you, have you looked at how many in your collection? Let's start there. So I want to hear from the guys out there, Daryl, Richard, Adam. Yeah, 2 dozen watches, 3 dozen watches. Don't be shy. It doesn't matter if you have 1 watch, 2 watches, doesn't matter. You're part of the group, you're part of the community. How many watches? 3 dozen, 4 dozen? Is it going to surprise me? Are there some guys out there with really?
Yeah.
Like 100 watches?
You should see the cruise ship.
The cruise.
2 suitcases.
Really? 2 suitcases and they come up on the cruise? Okay, that's cool.
It's awesome.
Okay, that is just freaking cool. Can I use that word, Jamie? Is that off limits?
that's okay.
I said hot damn earlier. Is that one off limits?
No.
Okay, I can say hot damn. It's going to be my go-to because this stuff is wild. 85. Go, Richard. Oh, my gosh. That's fantastic. And 93. Okay, so here's the follow-up question to that.
Here's the cruise. This is where.
Oh, the cruise. Hey, did you book on the cruise yet? Cruise is coming up in February. Before you know it, it'll be here. Time's going by so fast. Look, next week we'll be in the middle of August already. So the cruise is going to be coming up. It's going to be wild. There are people who have been on every single Invicta cruise. Oh, look at that.
Watches they bring, yeah. Look at that.
Okay, so why do they bring their own watches? Is it because they're hoping AL will do a little sign-off, or is there... Show off their collection. And make new friends. I mean, it's make new collector friends. So, I mean, how great is that? 62, Adam. He's given a few away as gifts. I don't care, 62, that's a collection. Just bought like 10 in the last 2 weeks, Richard. All right, Here's the question I had from earlier, so I'm doing a little repeat. Sorry, guys, but we've got new collectors here. Who's gotten their NFL? Who got the NFL watch? And what team did you get? Because I've got a follow-up question to this. So, did you get an NFL watch? And what team did you get? So I need to hear it, guys. Slap Chops joined. Will's out there. Adam's out there. Victor's out there. So NFL, if you can please voice in, did you get it? And what team did you get? This next watch, they're urging me on. Do I have this one out here? Yes. Okay. Subaco Noma, 50 millimeter Swiss quartz. It comes, I didn't ever see a one slot dive case. I didn't know they went like this. Now the question mark means they could get any color.
Mystery. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. You know, we don't have enough mysteries in the world, Jamie. Now we got to do it with the one slot dive case. Do I have to talk to AL about this?
Yeah.
We have enough mysteries. Now we have to have a mystery in the one slot dive case. $119.99. All right, guys. Redskins, New York Giants. Oh, the Bears. Richard, can't you tell by my accent? I'm a Chicago girl, Richard. Yeah. West Suburbs. Yeah, no kidding. Redskins. Sold out Patriots. Will, I know you're Will, I feel like I know you. I feel like we've got this connection going on, Will. So this watch right here is the Subaco Noma, a 5 Swiss quartz chronograph watch. Comes with this one slot dive case. Once again, you will not know what color. It's all going to be a little surprise to you. But this to me is like a little bit of gift giving because, right, you're going to present it in the case. You're going to have that look. How many of the guys out there, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of the watches with the white silicone, which I think would be really cool for summer. I mean, are there some guys that say, you know what, this is my summertime piece and I saved this one for winter? Do you guys do that? Is that an odd question? Are you like, no, we don't do that. We wear them whenever we want. 2 Grand Divers, 1 Bolt Zeus. Thanks, Richard. And then, Key, right? Southside Chicago Bears fan. Yes. I know, because I'm a West Suburb girl. Right outside Berwyn, Riverside, Oak Brook. If you know that area, that's where I hail from. But I'm thinking that, Jamie, are you thinking that, are there some watches that guys just wear for the summer?
Probably.
Or do they wear them all year round? They're like, I'm going to wear them whenever I want.
They'll probably rotate each day. They've got enough.
Really?
I don't know.
Do you want me to ask the question?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, the guy in charge, Jamie. Here's the question. Do you rotate through the watches? Are you like, I'm gonna go through this case and I'm gonna wear all the watches in this case. And then I'm gonna go to this dive case. I'm gonna wear all the watches in this case. Is that just so you kind of, make sure you hit all of them? Are there some that you're just wearing in the summer? Are there some that you're wearing in the winter? How does that work? They make a special Pat's watch, they say, one on the back plate. Interesting, guys. No white. Richard doesn't have a white watch. Richard's the one that has like 90-some. He doesn't have a white watch. Isn't that interesting? Out of all the pieces. Now, do we only have this color?
Yes, the others are sold out.
Okay, so green is available. This has not been on the air since March. And the pricing is valid for a limited time, limited quantities remaining. I think for a little over $100, that's a big 50 millimeter. That's a great size watch. I like the white band on a guy for the summer. Is that a girl thing? Anybody adding a little girly edge to this? Do you?
It's R2D2.
Oh, you did get the R2D2. That was a limited edition, wasn't that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why, that's a sidebar. That's why you got in on that. All right, guys, depending on what I'm wearing, everything has to match. Oh, Will, you're cool. How cool. Depending on what I'm wearing, everything has to match. I love it. Michael Campbell rotates through them. Depends on how I'm feeling for the day. I got a few of the white pieces. I think it's cool. I like the white. I like a guy wearing the white watch. I think in the summer, I think it works. Would you wear it in the winter? Does it matter? I don't think it matters. You wear it when you want. It's in your collection. All right, next one, which is the 40 millimeter. Oh, we get a choice. Do you have the other one or we don't?
It's the only size left.
It's the only size left? Everything else is gone? Ooh, what a show. Okay, 50, it's the 52 that's left, right? Ashley, I'm relying on you, Ashley. You're making me look bad, Ashley. Hold on, holding. Is it the 40? Okay, 40 millimeter. This is the Bolt Zeus quartz chronograph. It's got the abalone with the leather strap watch. This is $159.99. All right, guys, you've weighed in. And I think for many of you, oh, match the watch to the outfit and occasion, Adam. But try to switch it up as much as possible. I don't know. You know what? I don't see Ryan or Justin asking this question. Like, how do you match your outfit or not? Do you see, maybe Ryan would do it. Do you see Justin asking that question? Does that mean we get to kind of pick on those two guys because they're not here?
Yeah.
Is that, oh yes, they both would agree and said yes. Please pick on them during the show when they're not here. I think that's really sharp, guys. And I have to tell you, just from a woman's standpoint, we would notice that. Right, ladies? Wouldn't we? We would notice if a guy went to the effort to say, look, I love collecting. I put a lot of effort into this, a lot of funds, and I want it to match. I want it to work because I think that best shows off the timepiece, don't you? I think that best shows off that watch. So this one right here is 656921. I'm going to turn this so that you can see a little bit better. And then it does hit, oh, that is nice. Okay, that's different. This has been a neat collection in this. Did you pick this out, Jamie, this whole lineup?
Yes, I did.
He's lying, it isn't he? Why does he do that to me? I don't know. Okay, guys, I try to match. Richard,
Back to one.
is there a white anatomic magnum? Can you pull that up? White. Bob, is this this is an Invicta, right? White anatomic magnum. I got to see what that is because that sounds really, really cool. Most of you guys out there today, first of all, thank you for being here and, you know, helping me through this because I'm a novice and I've learned a lot already just from doing the 1 o'clock show and now the 3 o'clock show. And so I greatly appreciate your time and your wisdom and, you know, how you're collecting. Men don't wear outfits.
I got this right here. Right
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, let me see. Bob, that's it. That is, okay. Now I know why you picked up on that. That's a great one. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bob, that you are absolutely right. Men don't wear outfits. That would be women. Thanks for correcting me on that. See, I told you there was going to be a faux pas on this show, and now you caught me on it. Darn. Oh, tried to get through the whole show without that. How great. Say, it takes me 15 minutes in the morning to try and choose which piece I'm going to wear. Victor, I love that. Well, you know, when you have, you know, a couple of dozen watches, yeah, you want to be a little choosy. You want to pick the right one for the day. You guys have been fantastic. This online live show is coming to a close. I hope to get Ryan or Justin up here one time so we can share the show together. You know, I try to have a lot of fun with you because, truthfully, I don't know a lot about watches. And so I'm gleaming a lot from what you guys are saying, and I'm storing it up in the old noggin. So for future shows, you know, I can start to ask those questions that, you know, really tap into the wealth of knowledge in all the collecting that you do. So thanks for being here. We've got a lot of great shows coming up. My next show is going to be online live. We'll be at 6 p.m. Central tonight. We've got fashion. So thanks everyone for being there. Have a great day. Enjoy your timepieces.